Bolsters, pillows, books, and you can raise your face and your heart to the sun as you just begin to slow down. So connect to your thoughts for a moment of your breath, and I'll connect to the cameras. You just set an intention for your practice this morning, Saturday morning, mid-June, almost mid-June now. Send your hands to your heart center. Allow your chin to drop gently towards your heart. Relax your shoulders down away from your ears. And just find a space that you can, lift up out of and create more space. So whatever that means for you right now. Inhale, stretch your hands up over your head, and then let the arms float open to like a wide position. Shoulders drop down, belly tucks in, ribs tuck down towards the hips. Spread your fingers, lift your eye gaze, lift your heart. Inhale. Exhale, left hand outside right thigh, right hand behind you, towards the left side, so you have a little bit more space to move. Relax the shoulders down. Inhale and exhale. Come back to center, reach the arms all the way up. Inhale. Exhale, turn to your left side, right hand outside left thigh, left hand behind you. Bring your fingers over more to the right side. Hi, Laura. Inhale, we just started. Exhale, twist a little deeper. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, deepen. Inhale, come back to center, reach the arms up. Let's hinge forward as you walk the fingertips out in front of you. Walk your arms out to the front and push your hips back to your heels. Relax your shoulders down. Inhale, walk your hands back up. Take your left leg and bring it out like a mermaid sitting. Kind of it's a different 90-90. So your right shin is parallel to the front of your mat. Your left knee and ankle are in the same line. This may be extreme in the early parts of this class, so modify where you need to. And then just take your right arm down to the right side, left arm up and over. Keep pressing your left hip towards the floor. Reach. And as you press your right arm down, and it could be all the way down to the forearm or a block, begin to rotate your torso open a little bit more towards your left side. Try not to dump the right ear and shoulder towards each other. Try to stay lifted out of your waistline and your shoulder. Then exhale your left hand to the floor. Turn yourself to your right leg. Walk your hands forward. Push your hips back. And just drop down. One more breath here. Inhale, walk yourself back up. Turn to the front and then turn to your left side. Right hand down the outside of the left thigh. Lift and lengthen your torso. Inhale. And exhale. Inhale, return back to center. Exhale. Lengthen back, or just reach back, shake it out, and if you can remember the cross of your legs, switch them. So typically we go into the same cross every time I say sit down if I don't tell you which leg to put in front. So find the opposite leg, probably a little less comfortable to start. Hands on top of your thighs, inhale. Exhale, chin to chest, round your back, pull your belly in away from your center. Inhale, come up, lean forward. Exhale, round your back, chin in, chest. Inhale, come back up. Make some small circles. Make some big circles, whatever works for you. It's like stirring the pot. And then reverse it. Move yourself back to the center. Inhale, walk your hands out to your fingertips. Walk forward and push your hips back. Again, may feel a little bit more stagnant than the other side. Just adjusting my sides. One more breath as you lean a little bit more forward. Empty the breath, walk your hands back in. Take your right leg behind you or out to the side, knee in line with ankle, left foot, shin in line with the front edge of your mat if that's at all possible. Left arm down or forearm if you'd like, right arm up and over. Relax the shoulders, press the right hip down. Open up, breathe. You can drop down again to the shoulder, to the forearm, as long as you're not dumping into your shoulders here or lifting up your right hip too high. Inhale, come back up. Take your left hand to your outer right thigh. Twist over to the right side. Relax the shoulders. Inhale and exhale. Inhale, return back to center. Release your hands behind you. Take your legs, bring them center, shake them out. Bring your feet as wide as the mat and rock side to side. And the next time you come over to your right side, stay there. Place the right ankle above the left knee, and if that doesn't feel great, don't do it. You can come down to your forearms, but keep your left shoulder squared to the right shoulder, so you're working the outer hip here without rolling onto the right side. So the arms down may be too much resistance for some. Hola, chica. Good morning. Bring your hands down. Hi. Come back up. Release your feet. So Marie, we're just on the mat, rocking our feet side to side like windshield wipers. And then stay on the left side. Take your left ankle above your right thigh. Stay up or come down. Now, if you notice that when you come up or down, that you're more on your left hip, then just back off so that you can square off shoulders a little bit more and feel the nice or not so nice. Oh, you're back, Karen. Yay, going good. So we're in an IT band stretch. Come back up, inhale. And once again, windshield wipe your legs over to either side. And then spin yourself over onto your hands and knees, tabletop position. Hands under shoulders, knees under hips. Make whatever adjustments you need to on your floor. Tuck your toes, dip your belly, arch your back, wag your tail from side to side. And start that wagging tail making semicircles. It's not quite twerking, but if it works for you. And then start to move that into big circular motions. Let's add the shoulders into this, so come forward and back. Some people call this dancing lion. And if you're moving in circles, go the other direction. And let's go forward and back a couple times. So come forward, drop your hips, push back to your heels, push forward, modify, amplify. Let's all meet back in a child's pose. Lift the knees wide open and the arms wide open, so if you can hear the music. Press your forehead towards the floor. Press into the palms. Lift your elbows, forearms, wrists. Energize the underarms. So know that this is a place you can always come to. Inhale, come to your hands and knees. Bring the knees back underneath the hips and send the right foot in between your two hands. Blocks are great if you have them. Place your hands on them. Bring your left knee back behind you. Right knee over the ankle, shoulders pull back and down. Inhale and exhale. And just breathe here for a few moments. Take your hands on top of your thighs, one or both. Drop your shoulders down, press your hips forward. Imagine that you're drawing your right heel back towards your left knee. And then release the arms to overhead. Kneeling crescent lunge or low lunge, all things called different things. Inhale. Good. Now exhale, we're going to turn the left toes to the right, Open up into a warrior two on our knee. Hinge forward, pull the left arm back so shoulders stack. Inhale, bring your arms up, straighten your front leg, and just lean to your left side. Left arm down, right arm up. Keep your right foot on the floor. Press out of the waistline, out of the hip. Inhale, bring your right arm down. Walk it right to the outside of your left side. So if you are standing up, your left leg would be to the left and your hands would be underneath your shoulders. Tuck your left toes under. You can sit back a little bit if you'd like. Inhale, come back up. Now listen, place your right foot on the floor. Send your left foot to the side and come into a wide straddle. Now we are, with our hands right in the center, walk the hands back underneath your legs. Put a soft bend in the knee or more if you need it. Let your head hang down. Breathe in, breathe out. Inhale, lengthen your spine. Exhale, walk around to the front of your mat. Left leg can stay up or down, right arm comes up, we open into a twist. To the right side, spread your fingers, drop your hip down low so your left leg is strong, your right thigh is parallel to the floor, you're rotating through the torso, one more breath. Exhale, lower your right hand to the floor, lower your left knee to the floor, lower your right knee to your left knee, and sit back into a child's pose. Stretch your arms out in front of you, hips go back. Inhale, rise to your hands and knees. Send your left foot in between your two hands. Hands on the blocks if you have them. Tuck your tailbone underneath you. Bring your shoulders back. Belly is lifted. So we're not collapsing our belly onto our thigh. Inhale, bring your hands on top of your thigh. Shoulders down. Press your thigh forward to open up the space between the hip and the thigh, just with your hands. Good. Keep the arms down and bring them back up over your head. Inhale. Reach up. Exhale, you can bring your hands down or bring your right foot to the side. Left foot in front of you. Hinge forward, warrior two. Sink into it and settle in. Right arm pulls back, left arm forward. Draw your left heel towards your back leg. So just feel the energy in the hips, the glutes. Breathe in, breathe out. One more breath. Straighten your front leg. Right arm down, left arm over. Lift out of your right side waistline. Inhale, lower your left hand down. Walk your hands to the center. Turn your left toes to the right. Good. You can sit back to your right heel. Tuck the toes if it feels better that way. Reach your arms out. You don't have to go all the way down, especially if your knees are sensitive, right? You can sit on a block, but you can just get a little deeper stretch. You don't have to go too crazy. Good. Inhale, walk your hands back under your shoulders. And then just step your right foot out to the right side. Hands between your two sides. Lengthen your spine. Inhale. Exhale, fold. Walk your hands in between your legs towards the back of the space. Soften your knees. Shift more weight into the balls of the feet than the heels. Inhale, lengthen your spine. Exhale, walk to the front of your space. Lower your right knee. Lower your left knee. Oh, wait, we forgot something. Come on back. Right leg up or down, twist. Let's not forget the twist, because I certainly don't want to get the emails that we left something out and you're uneven for Saturday night. So on that note, let's take the left hand down this time. Step forward, right foot meets left top of the mat, halfway lift. I know you won't send me hate mail, but exhale, fold. I know you'll feel it all day long if you're uneven. Hang your head and bend your knees a lot. Bend your knees so much that your chest may rest on your thighs. Big toe, little toe, ball of the foot, heel pressing firmly. Tuck the chin into your chest, lengthen out the cervical spine. Just find a little more space here. And then slowly roll up through your spine. Shoulders roll back and around a couple times. Adjust the tennis skirts, the golf skirts. Inhale, stretch the arms overhead. Exhale, open your arms to a wide V, lift your heart. If it feels better to be supported here with your hands, go ahead and support with your hands. Fingers can be in either direction. And then inhale, if the arms are not up, bring them to prayer. Soften the knees again, forward fold over your thighs. Head down, straighten the legs as much or as little as you like. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, send your right foot to the back of the mat. Still low lunge, hips are level, hands are on the blocks. Then bring your hands to your thighs as you lift your torso. Make sure you're not on a tightrope, so your left foot's far enough to the left that you have stability. Breathe in. Exhale, arms up overhead. Inhale, drop your hips low. Reach up and down at the same time. Good. One more breath. Now inhale, straighten your left leg, turn to the right side. Turn your toes out, arms up. Inhale. Exhale, bend your arms and bend your legs. Goddess. Inhale, straighten up and reach up. Star. Exhale, goddess. Inhale, up. Exhale, the goddess pose. Now shift your weight to your right leg, straighten your left leg. Reach your arms out to the side. You can hold onto the thighs, the floor, or the sides, just hold them out, behind your back. In front of you will be more challenging on your back, so listen to your body. Keep your weight back behind your right knee, one more breath. Exhale, bend your left leg, but spin around. Right hand on the floor, block. Left arm opens up to a twist. Sit low into your hips. One more breath. Exhale, bring your hands to the floor, blocks. Step back, downward facing dog, hips up in the air. Walk your dog. And then settle here for a few breaths, downward facing dog. Biceps by the ears. Try not to slope out your upper back, so stay elevated, pressing down through the arms. Inhale onto your tippy toes. Bend your knees, look forward, take yourself to the top of the mat, halfway lift. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, rise to stand, bring your arms all the way up overhead. Exhale, bring the prayer into your heart center. Release your arms by your side. Inhale, sweep the arms up. Exhale, open the arms to a V. Lift your heart or be supported by with your hands, I should say. Lift out of the middle upper back, so no dumping into your lower back. Inhale, bring the arms up, hands to prayer. Exhale, bend your knees and fold forward. The knees are as bent as you need to be. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, send your left foot to the back of the mat. Once again, make sure you're not on a tightrope, so move your right foot over to the right as much as you need to have a good base of support. Climb to your fingertips, bring your hands to your thighs. You can bend the back knee. Inhale, rise up. Exhale, then you choose to keep the back knee bent or not, but keep your hips nice and low. Reach out of the waistline. Press the front heel down and as if you're pulling it back towards the back leg. Reach in and out. Good. Sink your hips a little bit lower. Inhale, straighten your front leg, turn to the left side. Toes are slightly turned out, arms are reaching up, tailbone underneath you. Exhale, bend the arms and legs. Inhale, straighten arms and legs. Exhale, bend the knees and the arms. Squeeze your shoulders together. Inhale up. Exhale, bend. Inhale, send your weight to your left leg. Right toes can be up or down. Arms out to the side. Send the weight behind your left knee. So no pressure on the knee. Weight towards the heel. like you're gonna sit back into a chair behind you. And again, if you want your arms out in front of you, that's fine, or behind your back. Let your body do the talking. Breathe in and out. Like the yellow pages, let your fingers do the walking, let your body do the talking. Exhale over to the right side, left arm down, right leg spins forward, right arm opens up, twist. Do they still have the yellow pages? I don't think so. Breathe in, breathe out. Reach up and down, find space everywhere you're moving and you're reaching. Exhale, lower the hands to the floor or the blocks. Step back to a downward facing dog. Walk your dog from side to side. Good. Inhale, walk your hands back to your feet, back of your mat. Forward fold, let go. Tuck your chin to your chest, press firmly down through your legs. Roll up. Bring your feet a little bit closer together. Bend your right knee, lift your right knee up, and hug your left hip in. Flex your foot and cross the ankle above the knee. Open up your right knee. You can stay right here. Or you can bring your hands into prayer and drop your hips. Place your hands to the thighs, the floor, the blocks, or just stay. If you want to take, it's early, but if you want to take an arm balance here, you're welcome to walk it out. I know Michelle will sometimes do it. Drop your hips. Try to keep your left and right hip a little bit level. If you came into the arm balance, come out of it. Place your hands and feet on the floor. And then everybody bring the hands back to your hips. Rise up to stand. Release your foot. Release your arms. Stand tall. Weight into your right leg. Lift your left heel up. Bring your left knee up. Balance. Flex the foot. Cross the ankle over knee. Not on top of the knee, but right at the notch. And then bring your hands to prayer as you exhale. Start to fold and bend. So you're bending at the knees and the hips. Oh, look, Karen. Song for you. All right, so I just want to stay here in case anybody decides to do this. All right, bring your hands to the floor or the blocks or wherever. If you're taking an arm balance, let me see if Michelle is. Yeah, so you can look at the screen. Leg goes in the air. Beautiful, beautiful. Can you extend the leg? No. It's all good, Marie. Good. All right, if your foot is up, bring it back down to the floor. Hands to your hips. Begin to rise up. And let it all go. Separate your feet about hips width apart. Fold forward in between your two legs. Hang your head. Let it go. Inhale, look forward. Walk your hands out. You're in a downward facing dog position. Walk your dog from side to side. Measure out your movements. Inhale onto your toes. Shift forward to a high plank. Look forward. Pull the belly in. Round the upper back. Spread your shoulders. Exhale. Bend the elbows halfway down or knees down. Roll over your toes. Press through your heel of your hands. Top of your foot. Lift your heart up. No shoulders up to ears. Exhale around your back. Or take yourself back into your downward facing dog. Inhale, lift up onto your toes, bend your knees, look forward, step to the top of your mat, halfway lift. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, rise to stand, bring the arms up. Exhale, prayer to the heart. Inhale, weight into the left leg, right leg, figure four. This time we'll stay a little bit more upright, so think about chair with your ankle crossed over. Sit down into your hips. Good. From here, release your right ankle. Float through a warrior three into crescent lunge. Low lunge. Arms up now. High lunge. Exhale, turn to your right side, straighten your legs. Inhale. Exhale, bend the arms. Hinge to your right side. Arms out to the side. In the final seconds. Inhale, return to the front, right arm down, left arm up, twist. Now take your left hand down, step back with your left ankle above your right knee, downward dog, figure 4. No big deal. If you can't do it, put your foot down. And then release to downward facing dog. Shift into high plank, chaturanga or otherwise. Upward dog, downward facing dog. Inhale, float your right leg in the air. Exhale, send your right foot through. Right arm up, twist. Right arm down. Left leg to right, halfway lift. Exhale, forward fold. Press down to rise up, bring the arms with you. Exhale, press the hands to prayer. Release the arms. Inhale, weight to the right leg, left ankle crosses over. Stay upright, but bend your knees. So sit back towards your right hip, but then level out the left hip. Sink your weight behind your right knee. Breathe. Flex your left foot. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale, release the foot. Float through warrior 3 just till you step back all the way into a high crescent lunge. Inhale. Exhale, sink. Inhale, turn to your left side. Arms up, star. Exhale, goddess. Inhale, hinge to your left leg. Arms out, weight behind your left knee. Inhale, spin it forward. This time we're going to step back into a right-legged crossing over your left ankle, knee. Figure 4, downward dog. Inhale, release the foot. Shift forward to high plank, chaturanga. Upward and or downward facing dogs. Skip them, add to them. Left leg in the air high. Step it through between your hands. Right hand down, left arm up, open twist. Exhale, release your hands, look forward. Inhale, step to the top of the mat. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, press down to rise up, bring your arms up overhead. Exhale, take the prayer to your heart. So just a little bit different how we get into it. Bend both knees into chair. Weight behind your heels. Now lift your right leg and cross the ankle. And take your arms out to a T. Breathe. So again, sit like you're sitting back into your heel. Flex your right foot. Stay low, release your right leg. Send it back. Warrior 3, just passing through. Crescent lunge, inhale. Exhale, open up, arms up, legs straight. Inhale. Exhale, bend. Skandasana over to the right side. Any variations of your arms. Inhale, send it forward, turn your hips forward. Figure 4, downward facing dog. Now, you can stay like this or put your foot outside, inside to the floor. Spin onto your right hand, but put your left foot now on the floor. So a variation of wild thing. If you want it a little bit further out, take it a little further out. Lift your heart up, lift your hips up. Lift your bottom hip in particular. Let the left hand come to the floor. Come back to your figure 4 down dog. Turn your left knee to your chest. Extend your left leg all the way up. Exhale, send the left leg through. Right hand in, left arm opens up, twist. Exhale, fold over your left leg, look forward, inhale, step together, halfway lift. Exhale, forward fold. Press down to rise up, bring the arms with you. Exhale, send the prayer to your heart. Release your arms. Inhale, bring yourself to chair pose, hands in prayer. Sit the weight back to your heels, level out your hips. Bring more weight into the right leg, but it doesn't mean you shift your weight into the hip this way, right? So you just stay level. Left leg on top of right leg. Figure 4 chair. Sit back, sit down. Keep your left foot flexed. Keep your right knee bent. Release your left leg. Warrior 3 into a long, high crescent lunge. Inhale. Exhale, turn to your left side, arms, legs straight. Inhale. Exhale, bend your knees, send it over to the left side. Sit back into your heels. Inhale to the right side. Right ankle above left knee. Figure 4 downward facing dog. Now you can keep the ankle crossed or put it on the floor. Spin onto your left side. Step the right foot on the floor. Lift your left hip up, so variation of Wild Thing side plank. Call it what you want. Lift the bottom hip up. You have some stability here. Exhale. Release your hand back to a figure 4. Inhale, release your right leg in the air. Exhale, send it through. Left arm down. Right arm up, twist. Exhale, right hand down, look forward. Inhale, step together. Exhale, forward fold, let it go. Separate your feet as wide as your mat. Turn your toes out. Have a block if you'd like to sit on it, or sit in between your 2 thighs. Heels down. If the heels don't go down, widen your legs, or again, sit on a block. Inhale and just drop into your hips. Exhale. I guess we'll have some happy hips moving for the weekend. Place your hands down in front of you. Walk them forward, but still hug your knees around your triceps. Pull your belly button into your spine. Now lower your seat, either with your hands helping or as graceful as you can. Come down to the floor. Take a hold of your peace finger grip on your 2 big toes. Sit up tall, bend your knees to start or bend your knees to stay. And maybe some of you will open up into a straddle. Doesn't have to be a huge straddle. Lift your chest up, up, up. Exhale, bring your feet closer together. Inhale. Cross one leg in front of the other. Put your hands to the floor in front of you. Step or jump back. Take a vinyasa or meet downward dog. Lift your heart. Downward dog. Inhale, float your right leg up and open your right hip to the side. Square your shoulders, bend your knee. Keep the knee bent. Keep the shoulders squared. Send it forward to plank, right knee to right tricep. Right knee to right wrist. Take your left toes, tuck them behind you. Square yourselves off. Actually, let's go ahead, if you have a block, put it under your right sitting bone. Square off your hips. Turn around, look at your back foot. If it's sickling in, can you straighten it out? Sitting on the block will no doubt assist us all. If you don't have a block, get one. All right, so sit upright. Pull your right hip back and your left hip forward. So without, any other crazy movements, we're just squaring off the pelvis. Breathe in, lifting out of the waistline, right? So all that can remain the same as you hinge forward. So first get the lift, then fold forward. And then if you want to take your hip off the block and maintain a square hip, then go for it. Breathe in, breathe out. If this in no way, shape, or form is good for you, go on your back and cross your right ankle above your left knee. One more breath here. Walk your hands back up. If you have the block, you can remove it. Lower your right hip to the floor. Take your right shin parallel to the front edge of the mat if it isn't already. Bring your left knee out. If you remember, we did this earlier. Knee and hip in the line, knee and ankle in the line. So the angle of the leg is wider, but if it doesn't feel right for you for whatever reasons, walk over to your right side. Keep walking a little bit to the right and to the back. Walk through center. Walk over to the left side a little bit more upright. Inhale, come back to center. Keep your right hip down, bend your left leg. If you're on the back, you can do this again on your back. Or you're gonna stay here with your left foot in front. Kind of like a nice little mermaidy look. What was that, Canada Dry or something? Some soft drink. Now, take the bottom leg, the right leg, place the ankle above the left knee. Ouch, right? So, if you can grab your shin, if you can sit up tall, if you need to, bring your left foot out further to stay a little bit more upright. Flex your right foot really strong. Push the ankle above the knee. So you just have some information in your hips. Lift yourself up. This isn't fun. If you're having fun, lucky you. Breathe in, breathe out. For most of us, I should say, right? One more breath. Release your shin. Put your hands behind you. Take your left shin parallel to the floor. Notice my hip just immediately pops up. So I'm going to put a block underneath my hips again. And then I'm going to take my right ankle. It's not going to work very well for me. Above my left knee. Both shins parallel to the front edge of your mat. Those of you who can do this without assistance or huge discomfort, great. But for a lot of us, myself included, this is just not gonna, I'm just not gonna get my legs stacked like this. So those of you who can, great. If you are a little bit elevated like me, sit on a block. And then just walk your hands as far forward as your body will let you without creating huge amounts of stress in your breathing, in your hips. Relax your neck and shoulders, Laura. Yeah. So, fire log, 90-90, double pigeon, a million names that, you know, could be the same posture. Either way, your hips are probably going to feel it. If you don't feel it, you can put your feet on a block higher and see if that helps. Or bring your legs out. If you're feeling it too much, you can back off anytime. No Lories are happy with me right now, right? Relax your shoulders, look. All right, slowly undo this. Bring your right leg out, bring your left leg out. Stretch out your legs, give a little shaky shake, rolly. Flesh around. And then come back to a wide leg squat, either on a block or off. Hands in prayer. Walk your hands out in front of you. Go back to sitting on your hips. Take a hold of your peace finger grip and your big toes. Wide, wide. Bring your feet together. Bend the knees. Maybe cross the other leg in front. Step or jump back. Take it to a vinyasa or skip that and meet in downward dog. Hips up in the air. Left leg in the air, nice and high. Open up the hips, square the shoulders. For just one day. Keep the knee bent. Bring the left knee to the outer left tricep. The left inner wrist. Place the foot down, lower the back knee, and send it back behind you. Take a block and sit on it. If you don't have the block, just sit as upright as you can. Look behind you and notice if the foot's sickling. Shoulders open, hips squared. Left foot is flexed. So again, some of you, and it's hard, I can't really see most of you on the floor, on the bottom parts of you, but some of you will have your left shin parallel to the floor. And just stay as upright as you can while you level out your hips. One more big breath. If you are on a block and want to remove it as you start to fold down. So my grandson loves this song. He just, in fact, I have a video of it from last night. He just starts to swing and sway. I mean, it does have an amazing rhythm in the beginning. For those of you at home, if you can't hear, Bittersweet Symphony. Okay, breathe. Level out your hips, point your right toes back, relax your upper body. Again, the block can be removed at any time, but if it means you're going to lean onto your left hip solely, then stay on the block. One more breath. Inhale, walk your hands back up. Remove the block and lower your left hip to the floor. Send your left shin parallel to the front edge of the mat. Bring your right knee out in line with your hip and knee in line with your ankle. Turn to your left side. Walk to the back as far as you can without things coming off the floor, breath stopping. Walk it around to the center. Come all the way back up. Keep your left shin parallel to the front edge of the mat. Bring your right leg. Cross the legs so that they're, ideally, and mine's not going to happen again, left foot on the inside of the right knee, right leg on the inside of the left knee, left leg outside the right knee. Or you're sitting on a block. I'm a little bit more open here, but not that much, right? Walk your hands any amount forward that feels right for you. It can be an immediate feeling for most of us, or even just getting into it is just more than enough. Relax your shoulders. Walk your hands out. Inhale, walk your hands back in. Take your right leg off, bend your left leg. Just step it down in the middle of your mat, hold on to it, sit up tall. You might even want to snuggle it out a little bit more in line with your left sitting bone. Then lean back and take your right ankle over your left knee. Hands come in between the thigh in front of the shin, flex the foot. Another option is to come down onto your forearms or all the way back onto your back. Or if you were on your back, just stay there. The closer you bring your foot, your left foot, towards your hips, the more challenging it is for your hips. So see if you can keep lifting yourself upright for another breath. Exhale, now lean back, undo the legs, shake it out. And one more time, just cross the legs, walk or jump back. Take it through your vinyasa. Take it all the way up to downward facing dog. And push back to your heels, chest to thighs. Bend your knees, look forward, and just jump yourself to sitting on the front of the mat. Extend your legs out in front of you. Move the flesh off to the side. I know there's very little there. And sit up nice and tall. Hands by your side. Staff pose, Dandasana. Toes are up towards the face. It's like standing up on your feet. Creep your fingertips forward. Keep your spine long. Walk out to the first point of resistance in your hamstrings or your back, wherever you're feeling this. Where you feel it first. And walk it out again. Keep the spine long. So there should be no rounding here. So you may not get as far as your ego would like you to get, but you'll get as far as your body would like you to get. And then stay in the point of the most resistance that you've got and breathe into it. You might find a little bit more as you breathe. Breathe in, breathe out. Take 2 more breaths. Inhale, lift your chest. Start to walk back, sit up tall, keep your legs active. Bring your arms forward. Bring your chin, I'll turn a little to the side. Bring your chin to your chest and your belly into your spine and round your back. Energy in the legs. Slowly roll down, one vertebrae at a time. Keep the legs active so they're kind of bracing you against this roll down. When you get all the way down to the floor, go ahead and hug your knees to your chest. Right hand, right knee, left hand, left knee. Make big opposing circles out of your hips, which should now feel, I don't know, good. And reverse it. Open. Draw the knees into the chest, but I feel this really calls for a good spinal twist. Open your arms to a T. Move your hips right and let your knees fall over to the left side. Place your left hand on top of your right thigh. Right arm up and over your head. Keep pushing your right hip to the right. Relax your shoulders. Open your arms out to a T. Inhale, draw your knees to the center. Exhale, shift your hips left, let your knees fall over to the right side. Right hand on top, left arm over your head. Inhale, release the arms, bring the knees back to the center. Hug your knees to your chest, round and curl your spine. Lower your head down. Have a block nearby if you would like to use it in your support. Take your hands to your heels. Line up your heels with your sitting bones. Tilt your pelvis. Lift your hips in the air. Press the toes down. Walk the shoulders underneath you and grab opposite hands if you'd like. Press firmly through the toes, big toe, little toe. Breathe. Release your arms, keep your hips up, bring your arms over your head, inhale. Exhale, articulate your spine down, let your knees knock in together, let your arms rest like goalpost arms. Inhale, turn your hips forward, heels forward, knees forward. Articulate your spine on an exhaling breath. Bring your arms down by your side. You can take a block and support yourself underneath your sacrum, or you can stay and take your hands by your shoulders and come into your full wheel. What variation is right for you today? What is it, June the 10th, I think? What's right for you today? Not what you think is right. Your body will speak to you. The front of your hips are open. Glutes are nice and strong. Wherever you are, bring yourself down, head, upper back, mid back, lower back. Now hug the knees back into the chest. Bring the feet back down to the floor. Stretch the right leg in the air. Hold on to the back of the calf, shin, thigh. And if you can, stretch the left leg out in front of you. Flex both feet. Imagine that you're not only pulling the leg towards you, but up to the sky. So give it some energy. Lift your head and shoulders up. Lift the left leg if you'd like. Release the arms if you'd like. Keep the energy rising up and back. In 3, 2, 1. Leg down, knee to chest. Left knee meets the right. Right foot on the floor, left leg in the air. Hold on somewhere that's safe for you, not your knee. Flex point. You can just level out your hips here. So as you're pulling the leg back, think about lifting it up out of the hip. You're not lifting it off the floor. You're just lifting it out. You're pressing your hips down, actually your pelvis down, and trying to imagine that, Laura, you were coming around and pulling your leg out of your hip nicely. Extend your right leg out in front of you. Flex both feet. Lift your head and shoulders if you'd like. Lift your right leg if you'd like. Release your arms if you'd like in 3, in 2, In one, bring your knees into your chest. Rock on your spine. Find a happy baby pose wherever you want to hold. Big toe, outer foot, underneath the foot, under the thighs. And then settle into your happy baby. And if you'd like to straddle the legs, you can hold on or release into the inner thigh or the outer calf. Breathe. Bend your knees, take the soles of the feet together on the floor, open up your inner thigh by rolling it open. And then begin to stretch your legs out in front of you. Stretch your arms one more time over your head, draw the ribs down, reach in two directions. Take a big, big breath in here. And as you empty the breath, release your arms down by your sides, palms face up, hips are relaxed. Shoulders are broad, collarbones are broad. Your thoughts start to diminish. Don't have conversation with them. Start to just slow down the thoughts, the breath. This is an opportunity to give your body back some of that work, or let go of some of that work that it has done so much for you. Take this opportunity just to surrender. This may be the only time today that you have for yourself, so embrace it. Stay home, stay fit, stay healthy.